Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Latin America Show. My name is Enrique Gelista, and it's a pleasure for me to be here tonight with all of you, sharing this fantastic country that we're going to talk about, that is Honduras. So, we have prepared a fantastic show for you, as I said, because, we are bringing you the top of Honduras. So, we're going to talk a little bit about tourism, and we're bringing you the highest level. So we are bringing you the highest level of the executives in Honduras. So it's the Minister of Tourism that she's going to be with us, Nicole Marrder. And also we're going to have the ambassador for the UK, of Honduras to the UK, in the UK, that is Ivan Romero. So, first of all, I would like to ask you to share this video with all your friends. Follow us in all our social networks. You can find us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and also here on YouTube. On YouTube. Subscribe us, and here on Facebook, please give a share. Here at the bottom, it's very simple. Just click there, share. So more people, they will know what are we doing, and also they will fall in love about Honduras. But before I start the show, I would like to say welcome to my friends, mis amigos, Roger Alarcon. Me? You. What? What do I have to do? There.
Hello, now.
Sorry.
Good evening.
I think I pressed the wrong button. Sorry, Roger. Apologies for
that. You have the wrong button, but anyway, that happens when we are live. And then also we are very excited today because we are really honored tonight. We're having two of the best of Honduras. We have a minister and then we have an ambassador, two high-profile guests. Thank you very much for joining us, and I'm looking forward to this amazing program.
Thank you very much, my dear Roger. And also on the other side, we have our fantastic Spanish teacher. She is Whitney Nuchereno. How are you, Whitney?
Hi, everyone. I'm good. How about you? I'm enjoying the last 5 minutes of sunshine here in London. But looking forward to tonight. We're going to talk, like Enrique said, particularly in the Spanish segment, more tourism. And we're going to go over some words that you've seen before and lots of new ones. So stay tuned.
Thank you very much, Whitney. So, it's time to talk a little bit about this fantastic country that, believe me, when I was reading about Honduras, I just fall in love about this fantastic place. So, talking a little bit about Honduras. Honduras means dance. First of all, that's the origin of their name. And you can see this is the flag. This is the flag, and it has two main colors: the blue one and the white one. The blue one represents the two oceans, the sky of Honduras, and also the two oceans, because Honduras has borders in one side with the Atlantic Ocean and the other side in the Pacific with the Pacific Ocean. Also, the blue color represents the justice, loyalty, fraternity, and courage. And the white one, it represents the purity, the integrity, and the peace. And if you see, they have 5 stars there. And part of this is 5 stars that you can find in the middle. It was because the 4 and 5 countries, that they were part of the Central American Federation. And also, they are representing the idea of the Union of Central America. Moving forward, it's here is where you can find Honduras is in Central America, and the borders is with Guatemala, El Salvador, and Nicaragua. Also, if you can see this Honduras, just going through some quick facts, the name is Republic of Honduras. It's split in 18 departments. It has a population around 9.5 million people. The official language is Spanish, and the capital is Tegucigalpa. In Tegucigalpa, they have a population around 1.2 million people, and there are 3 main cities: Tegucigalpa, San Pedro Sula, and Choloma. San Pedro Sula also is a very important city in Honduras because, they have a lot of commerce and a lot of different financial services entities there. So it's relevant for them and for the economy of this country. Also, they celebrate their independence last week, the 15th of September of 1821. They got the independence from Spain, so they celebrate 199 years. Also, they got their independence from Mexico the 1st of July of 1823. However, they still celebrating as a national day the 15th of September. The currency that they use is the lempira, and the area that they are covering is around 112,000 square kilometers, that is around 43,000 square miles. It's important to say that, well, as you can see here, is the sixth producer of coffee in the world. And talking about coffee, coffee is very important for the complete Latin America. Just that you know, in the top 10 countries that they are producing coffee in the world, 5 of them, they are from Latin America. And we can say that Brazil is number 1, Colombia is number 3, Honduras is number 6, Mexico is number 9, and 10 is Guatemala. So maybe, I think so, if you are in different areas or different parts of the world, maybe you have tried some coffee coming from these countries. So while it's very rich in coffee, all Latin America. Also, they are very good producers in Honduras about textile clothing, palm oil, insulated wire, and some minerals. And also, well, they have fantastic nature and heritage, historical heritage that, well, is just amazing. But also, where they, about this, the Minister of Tourism, Nicole, she's going to tell us a little bit more about it. Before she's coming here, we would like to show you a fantastic video that we have as a welcome to Honduras. Roger, can you help me with the video?
There's a place in the world with beaches that light up with color and joy. There's a place in the world, the realm of ancient civilizations. There's a place in the world where beauty extends from the highest heights to the deep blue sea. There's a place in the world proud of the fruits of its fields. There's a place in the world where euphoria finds a voice in 10,000 beating hearts united for the same goal. There's a place in the world moving forward with the hope and the dreams of its people. In the heart of Central America, there's a place called Honduras, undiscovered and ready for the world.
So, well, this is Honduras, and of course, well, you have seen how fantastic is this country, you know, that you can find a lot of nature and of fantastic places. So, well, I would like to say that we are very honored and thank you very much to the Minister of Tourism, Nicole Marrder, to be here with us. Good afternoon there in Honduras, Nicole.
Good afternoon, Enrique. Good afternoon, Roger. It's a great pleasure for me to be here with you, sharing, well, my favorite topic, which is Honduras. I love talking about Honduras, and I love sharing my country with other people. So it's a great pleasure to be here with you. It's good afternoon for me, but it's good evening for you in London.
Well, actually, the pleasure is for us, honestly, because, well, and I have to be very honest, I have been a couple of times in Honduras, but more like business trips. So I didn't have the opportunity to see how beautiful is Honduras in the way that, well, after this research, that, well, it's like, I think so, part of our audience, they are going to start taking notes, and also they are going to put it in a list that countries that they must visit once the lockdown is over. But and I think so. Well, there are a lot of things that we would like to talk because, well, I know that we have the Mayans culture that I think is extremely important and relevant. And just that know, well, for the complete audience, the Mayan culture as well is coming from Mexico, Belize, Guatemala, Honduras, part of El Salvador. So, well, it's very important for all the Central America, all this part of the culture. So, well, it's like. But I think so, and I would like to stop talking because I think so, Minister, you have prepared something special for us, and you're going to tell us a little bit more about all the complete environment in Honduras, and also, well, what can we find over there?
Yes, Enrique, I have prepared a presentation to share with you, just because it will keep me on focus on what I have to say, because I know we have limited time. But I can go on talking about Honduras all day. So it's more to help me stay on focus. So let me start sharing my presentation with you. Can you see my presentation now?
Yep, we can see it.
Okay, I'll go ahead and start because I know time goes by very fast. So this is Honduras. Let me talk a little bit about Honduras, and I'm not going to talk about everything because, well, I want to come back to your program and talk about more destinations in Honduras. But I've selected a few things that we want to share with you. This is Honduras. I wanted to share first the map of Honduras, just so that people can focus on where we are. We're next to Guatemala, El Salvador, and Nicaragua. And we connect with two oceans, the Atlantic Ocean in the Caribbean and the Pacific Ocean in the south. Belize is also very close, and we share a maritime border. We have 4 international airports, one in Roatan, one in La Lima, one in Tegucigalpa, and one in La Ceiba. We also have 3 ports where we get all our customs done and all our merchandise going back and forth. And we have our cruise port in Roatan as well. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the northern part of Honduras today. So from Omoa, Puerto Cortes, Tela, La Ceiba, and Trujillo, and from the 3 of our Bay Islands, which is our #1 destination, touristically speaking. And of course, Copan Ruinas, which is one of my favorite places in the world. It's a very, very unique and special place. So let me get started with that. Speaking of the Bay Islands, well, the Bay Islands are recognized throughout the world for their spectacular white sand beaches and its fascinating sea in turquoise blue tones, with access to the Mesoamerican Barrier Reef system and conformed by 3 main islands, which are Roatan, Guanaja, and Utila, and of course the archipelago of the Cayos Cochinos, which is a beautiful place. It has earned multiple international awards as best diving places in the Caribbean. This recognition has brought top divers from all around the world. Additionally, the arrival of cruise ships has a positive impact in the economy of the Bay Islands, and it is currently a preferred destination in the Caribbean for investment and development. I also have to say that the Bay Islands is an English-speaking, it's both English and Spanish-speaking destination, because the Bay Islands used to be part of, well, it used to be an English colony. So this is how we are also very well connected with Britain in that sense. So let me talk to you about Roatan, which is the biggest of all 3 islands. Roatan is surrounded by the world's largest barrier reef and a preferred place for divers for its clear waters with ease of access to more than 120 scuba diving sites. Roatan's West Bay Beach has been recognized by Forbes magazine as one of the top Caribbean beaches for 2020 and one of the best places to vacation in the world. Incredible sunsets, aquatic activities, zip lining, dolphin encounter, fine local cuisine, animal sanctuary, and an incredible nightlife. You can't leave Roatan without trying its famous local drink, the Monkey Lala. It hosts more than 90% of the known marine species in the Caribbean, such as rays, eels, sharks, dolphins, amongst others. Perfect for adventurous night diving and obviously shark diving as well. Utila is the smallest of the 3 islands in the western part of Honduras. Utila is a world-famous scuba diving destination declared by the United Nations organization as the best place in the world to dive. It's a great place for whale shark encounters, underwater cave explorations, and numerous shipwreck experiences, including the famous Halliburton wreck. Scuba diving, snorkeling, and fishing are the island's main attractions. Utila comes alive after dark. Fine dining, eclectic bars, open mic jam sessions, and an incredible nightlife with a relaxed, chill-out ambience make tourists want to overstay their visit. Exactly what happened to the whale shark, that once it came to Utila, it never wanted to leave. This is why you can find the whale shark almost at any time during the year. Guanaja is the third of the three Bay Islands, and Guanaja is unique in every way. From pirate history to special holiday traditions such as the Jan Canoe, the Guanaja experience will be under and above water. The greenest of all the Bay Islands, it was discovered by Christopher Columbus during the fourth and last journey to the Americas and was named by him as Isla de Pinos for the abundance of pine trees on the beaches. You don't find palm trees here, you find pine trees in the beaches. This serene turquoise paradise surrounded by 15 small keys is perfect for kite surfing, fly fishing, snorkeling, and of course, scuba diving. Relax and enjoy the picture perfect views of the Caribbean from one of the Guanaja's exotic and iconic hotels like Dunbar Rock and Graham's Place, or take a beautiful nature hike into the island's waterfall. This is the only of the three islands that has a river and a waterfall in between the mountains. Cayos Cochinos. Cayos Cochinos is an archipelago made up of 2 small islands and 11 tiny, tiny keys. It was declared by the government of Honduras as a protected area, the Marine National Monument. The keys are a real temptation for lovers of the warm, clear, turquoise waters of the Caribbean Sea. They have been the site for many popular reality shows, such as Survivor in Spain, Italy, Israel, amongst others. Due to its extraordinary marine life, the encounter with the rosy boa, the black hamo, and the scenic beauty, the Cayos Cochinos have become an excellent place for researchers of animal life and marine biology, a true paradise to discover. Now, coming into mainland Honduras, we find the Honduran Emerald Coast. Honduras has over 750 kilometers of beach, both in the Atlantic and the Pacific shores. The Honduran Emerald Coast extends from the town of Omoa all the way to the historical town of Trujillo. Both cities were important Spanish sites where they built colossal fortresses to defend themselves from pirate attacks. Both fortresses are main tourist attractions to visit, both in Omoa as in Trujillo. Omoa, Puerto Cortés, Tela, La Ceiba, and Trujillo are the main sun and beach destinations in mainland Honduras. These cities are rich in beauty, history, culture, gastronomy, and activities, which make them the perfect scenario for enjoying a great time in the Emerald Coast of Honduras. What makes this region so special and unique is the magnificent mountains, very high mountains, rivers, lagoons, and natural reserves so close to the seacoast, making it a unique destination for tropical rainforest adventures, bird watching, hot springs, hiking, and extreme water sports activities like the whitewater rafting, river hiking, river tubing, just minutes away from beautiful virgin white sand beaches. Now, going all the way to Western Honduras, we come into the Copan ruins. Located in the heart of the Copan Valley in Western Honduras, close to the border with Guatemala, Copan ruins is considered one of the world's top Mayan sites due to its preserved temples and magnificent tall stone 3D carvings known as the Mayan stela. Declared a World Heritage Site by UNESCO in 1980, it is popularly known as the Athens of the New World. The vast information of this ancient civilization hidden in these ruins make Copan the most studied archaeological site in the Mayan world. One of the most exceptional structures is the hieroglyphic staircase, which holds the longest Mayan scripture in the world. It is spread throughout 63 steps that are 9 meters wide with an approximate of 2,500 glyphs. Copan Ruins is the most important cultural destination in Honduras, not only for its archaeological history and culture, but also for its natural attractions such as the Macaw Mountain Bird Park and hot springs for a mystical evening. Our bird park. The 4 towns of Copan Valley have declared their territory a protected area known as the Sacred Valley of the Scarlet Macaw, which is also our national bird. One of the must-visit places in Copan Ruins is the Macaw Mountain Bird Park, a place where you can observe more than 300 species of birds. The park operates as a controlled refuge, and each year they work towards the main goal of liberating macaws back into the wild. Thanks to their breeding program, a total of 75 hatchlings have been born between 2015 and 2020. Through the Liberation Program, a total of 50 macaws have been registered and monitored, flying freely around the Copan Valley. Cocoa, tobacco, and coffee are just a few of the great tastes of Honduras. Copan is known for its traditional agricultural production of coffee, tobacco, and cocoa. Honduras is the main coffee producer in Central America, the 3rd in America, and the 5th in the world for coffee. It is also the 7th largest tobacco producer in the world, a product considered the nation's heritage according to UNESCO. Santa Rosa de Copan is known for the manufacture of exquisite cigars, a production that gave life to the emblematic traditions and Cigars Night. Copan's beautiful farms and sophisticated specialty coffee shops stand out on the Honduras coffee route. Now, bird watching is one of our top things to do in Honduras. Honduras is a meeting point for migrating birds of North and South America. It contains 7 distinct areas of interest for birding, the majority including specialized lodges, guides, and trails that can be used by birders in their quest to complete their birding lists. In 2019, the documentary Wild Honduras by Nigel Marvin was published, demonstrating an extraordinary tour of the natural wonders found in Honduras. Honduras is 88% mountainous, rich in healthy and biodiverse habitats in close proximity to each other, allowing easy access to hundreds of species during a short trip. An interesting variety of habitats in the country, from rainforests to pine savannas to coastal lagoons and mangroves. A wide variety of endemic birds of Mesoamerica are found in Honduras, including owls, tanagers, and hummingbirds, where Honduras stands out due to its endemic hummingbird species called the Honduran emerald. So this has been a very short, quick presentation of Honduras. Thank you, and come and discover a whole new world of wonders in the heart of Central America. All this tiny place called Honduras.
Wow, simply amazing the place, and of course lovely to visit. I have a couple of questions, and well, it's like the monkey lala. How it tastes, the monkey lala? Because I know that it's a drink. What is this drink about?
Well, it's a sweet drink. It's a very interesting, not very Caribbean, but it's a very traditional drink in Roatan. So it's basically, it has milk, and it has chocolate, and it has rum. So it's an interesting combination with an interesting reaction to the body as well.
Okay, yeah, the part of the rum, I like it. Yeah, it sounds like,
I like it
tasty
as well.
with that part. Yeah, and also, Minister, it's like I know as well. It's like there are a lot of things to talk about it, and I would like to ask you. You just said that Copan Valley is your favorite one, but well, later on, if we are choosing, or if you have to choose, the East Coast or the West Coast, so going to the Atlantic or the Caribbean or going to the Pacific Ocean, which one you will take?
I still don't have one specific place that I can call my favorite. But I am a very adventurous person, so I love action and I love doing things in the middle of the mountains. So I love La Ceiba. La Ceiba, my mother is from La Ceiba, so I grew up going to La Ceiba every year. And I'm very adventurous and I love sports. And I have fallen in love with whitewater rafting in Rio Cangrejal. And I also love that the fact that I can just take a ferry to Utila or Roatan from La Ceiba. I also love that you can take a day tour to Cayos Cachinos, which is just an amazing, amazing place. So, oh my gosh. But then I have the western part of Honduras, which also has so many attractions. And Copan, in one single word, I would say it is just magical. And it will just wrap you up with all the mystical elements of Copan and the history. Plus, you have great hot springs as a destination and attraction there. Amazing coffee, which I love coffee, especially the one that is produced in my country. And Copan has some of the best coffees in the world and obviously in Honduras. So that's a very tough question. I think
I know, because it's very difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I know that it was a very difficult one, because also, if you ask me which place I would choose, I will be completely, I don't know which one to choose. If you tell me pick one, well, it's going to be difficult. But also, I think so that a lot of people, maybe, they have seen before Cayos Cochinos, because, well, it's the place where all these series Survivor, it was the set for Survivor. So
Yeah.
I think so a lot of people, they have seen this fantastic place that is just a heaven.
Yes. It is. Yeah, Cayos Cochinos is considered one of the 10 places that you must visit before you die. So nobody who is watching this video right now can die before they come to Cayos Cochinos.
So you have to wait.
Yes, you just have to wait a little bit longer. Cayos Cochinos definitely is a unique place in the world. These tiny, tiny keys are just amazing. Scuba diving, snorkeling there is amazing. And it's a natural reserve. So everything is kept very well preserved, both on top of the water as underneath the water. So it's definitely a destination for marine biology, scientific tourism, and well, anybody who wants a little adventure and little paradise.
And nowadays, Copan, in general, the pyramids, because, well, in many places, I know that nowadays you cannot go to the top because, well, it's in order to preserve it. It's something that is happening in Copan also, that you cannot climb the pyramid, or you can go to the top.
Well, the hieroglyphic staircase is protected. Nobody can come near the hieroglyphic staircase, and people used to go up the staircase, but you can't do that anymore because not only for the preservation of the glyphs, but also because it's still being studied. So it hasn't been completely interpreted. So the archaeologists are still working on that. Now, the most interesting thing about Copan, I would say, when you visit a destination like this, is that the archaeologists have opened some of the tunnels that they have dug to do the research in Copan, because Copan is one of those destinations or one of those cities that the Mayans used to bury when every new governor would come into power. So you have 7 cities underneath what you see when you come and visit Copan. So the pictures that you see from Copan are just what is on top, but you have 7 layers underneath, and the archaeologists have opened trails of tunnels that you can go in, and that, I think, is what makes Copan such an amazing place to visit. And it comes to life. I think the guides make a great work by telling the story, and all this history and all these rocks come to life. And the other thing that makes Copan very, very unique is that it is the only place from the Mayan civilization that has a temple completely intact. It was found, like I said, they would bury the city and they would build on top of it. So in one of the pictures that I showed, where you see the pyramid, right underneath that pyramid is another temple that is buried, and it was found completely intact, perfectly maintained by time, and in a oxygen bubble. So it was found with all the colors. And remember that the colors that the Mayans used were the colors of the macaw, because this is why it's the sacred valley of the scarlet macaw. So you have this amazing red and green and yellow temple that it has been preserved completely. Now you can only go in and look at it through some windows that the archaeologists have opened for visitors, but you can see the temple in the museum, so a replica of the temple, and it's amazing. The whole thing was found completely intact underneath one of the other pyramids. So it's a special place because you go under, so you see a beautiful landscape, but then you go under and you look at the history, and there's not much to see, but just going into the trails and having the guides and the archaeologists tell you the story of how one layer goes into another. It's amazing. Copan is amazing.
Is there any particular season that you recommend to travel to Honduras in general, or you maintain the same weather during the year? When is the best time to go to Honduras?
Well, I think that's one of the advantages of coming to Central America in general, is that we have almost year-round great weather. And Honduras particularly, you will find great weather all year round. We do have a rainy season, which is what we're going through right now. But you still have, I mean, right now, if I open my window and I would show you, we have beautiful sun. And our days, we don't change very much throughout the year. So basically, you can come anytime. We do have a drier season, and we have a wetter season. So the rainy season is October, September, October is the hurricane season in the north coast. But then November, December gets a little bit cold, but it's cold for us. I don't think it would be cold for anybody coming from England. But remember, Copan is also perfectly aligned with the stars. So any date that is important for astrologers and for looking at the sky and all the cosmic energy and the cosmic movement of the world and the universe in general, those would be spectacular days to visit Copan Ruinas. And usually the archaeologists and scientists will also be around in Copan, so you will find other people that will be sharing that moment. For example, we did have a yoga summit that we wanted to do it this year in the middle of the park, but we also wanted to coincide with the solstice, yes, and equinoccio. So those would be two times that it becomes even more special to visit Copan, and especially people that are very alert with energy and are very in tune with nature. This is definitely a place where you want to come.
Well, definitely, yes. And I just want, first to say thank you very much for being tonight with all of us. And the second one, I would like to make this kind of commitment because I think so that, we need to know more about Honduras. We need to talk about cacao, of course, that is very important, yeah. We need to talk about coffee in particular. We need to talk about these places, but maybe we can make like a deep dive in some particular places because, for example, today we're talking a little bit more about Copan, but I think so, that is very interesting. And also, we can talk about the food, we can talk about the importance of all the traditions that you have also across the country. So
Yeah.
I would like to make this kind of commitment with you in order that, well, we can have future shows talking a little bit more about these particular places, and also maybe talking a little bit also about the culture, because it's quite relevant people, how they are, the Honduran people.
Yes, well, there's definitely not enough time to talk about such a beautiful country. It's a small country. We can do so much in such a small place. However, the time is just never enough. I would love to come back and talk a little bit more about Honduras and show everyone, everyone who is watching us, show a little bit more about our beautiful country. There's so many other destinations. There are lakes and waterfalls and caves that we still have to go through, and the Pacific Ocean as well, which is very, very unique. Some of the best sunsets in your life, you will be able to see it from there. So yeah, definitely, I would love to come back and talk a little bit more. We can experiment a little adventure in the middle of nature, and we can talk about food, which is great, coffee, which is amazing, and cocoa. I mean, Europeans have Honduras to thank for cocoa beans, because Christopher Columbus discovered cocoa beans, and the Spanish brought the first cocoa beans to Europe, coming from the Guanaja Island. So definitely lots to talk about food.
Excellent, perfect. So it's a deal, Minister, and of course, well, we will be very happy to have you again, because I think that there are a lot of things to talk about.
Thank you, Enrique. Thank you, Roger. Thank you, Whitney. It was
Thank you
great
very
to be with
much. Thank you very much, Minister.
So, well,
Yeah.
thank you very much, everyone. So, well, as you know, well, I think so that you can put now in your list countries as Honduras, and I'm pretty sure that, well, also, I don't know
Yeah,
how
of
I'm going
course.
to do it,
And
but I need
most
to ask for a
important,
sabbatical.
Enrique,
I think so.
the
Yeah,
most
tell me.
important, Enrique, is thanks to the minister showing us all these magnificent places. So now for all the British audience, they can see the true about, well, the truly images, the majestic
real.
places, the real places. There's so many places to visit in Honduras for ecotourism. So people who want to do more in contact with nature, that's amazing. People who are always investigating or want to get into the ancient historical ruins. What a perfect place. I mean, I'm just stunning of what the minister said. It's an amazing country, and then definitely we need to know more about it.
Yeah, because also, as we were talking, it's a little bit of mixture about culture, that could be ruins and all these kind of ancient ruins, nature, a lot of nature, coffee, chocolate that everybody loves, and also,
Coffee.
well, yeah, and
Yeah.
also the monkey lala with a little bit of rum. So I think it's a fantastic
Yeah.
opportunity to try all the different things that Honduras is providing us. So, well, and just to move forward, Roger, I think so you have our next guest. You're going to introduce our next guest.
Yeah, well, please let me introduce the next guest. Her Excellency Ivan Romero Martinez. He is an ambassador for Honduras in the UK. He's now doing the second time as an ambassador here in the UK. He's got a high profile as a diplomat. He served as a permanent representative to the United Nations. Also, he has served Honduras over 16 countries. At home, he served as a special advisor to the president of Honduras, as a minister of foreign affairs. He's got 40 years of diplomat. His main activities now is increasing cooperation with the UK, tourism, investments, and commerce. Please, it's an honor to have you here, because Her Excellency Ivan Romero.
Thank you, Roger.
Yeah. Welcome, Ambassador.
It's a pleasure to be in that important program after the dynamic Minister of Tourism we have in Honduras. Well, first of all, I want to congratulate you and all the personnel of this program for the important issue you have made in all the program before. That means you are transmit to United Kingdom our value, our culture, and our system of life in Latin America. I am in this moment the Dean of Latin America Ambassador here in London. 21 ambassadors are here to the Court of St. James. My responsibilities include to the spokesperson to Minister of Foreign Affairs and the Majesty the Queen. It's a big responsibility to represent all my dear colleagues. You know, we have every month face-to-face meeting, lunch, when we are talking about the internal topic of United Kingdom, but also about the international situation of the world. We try to promote, of course, our country in different areas, culture, trade, but we don't never forget our compatriots here in the United Kingdom. I had the opportunity to meet them and to read the people from Honduras in my office, to drink a fantastic coffee. We already hear our minister talking about the coffee from Honduras. We are the fifth exported country in the world, the first exported coffee country in Central America, and the third in Latin America after Brazil and Colombia. For us, it's very important our relation with United Kingdom. The trade between Honduras and United Kingdom has been increased over recent years, especially after the introduction of Central America Association Agreement with European Union in 2013. And more recently, 2019, we signed the continuity agreement bilateral with United Kingdom, especially Honduras, Costa Rica, El Salvador, Guatemala, and Panama. Honduras is currently the second largest exporter to United Kingdom after Costa Rica for the region. What we export to United Kingdom? Well, we export to United Kingdom cultivated cream, coffee, of course, sugar, legume and vegetable, melon. We're exporting 40 million of melon every year to United Kingdom. Apple, cocoa, cigar, bananas, sweet potato, among others.
Should I, Mr. Ambassador, should I send you my address if you can send me some samples of all that things?
Of course, sir. Of course. Or you can come to my embassy. We try to make some degustation here.
Well, but now we are in lockdown, so well, it could be better if you can send it. Yeah, of course, later on we can go there.
I will. Don't worry about that, sir. Yeah.
Ambassador, it's an honor to have you here at the show. And obviously, you are the Dean of the Ambassadors of Latin America. You are the head of the ambassadors. I've been working with you, and then I've seen how you are defend Latin America to the United Kingdom. You always put first Latin America. What is the main activities in that topic with the UK?
Well, in this moment, together all Latin America, we are looking about the pandemic epidemic. We are trying to obtain the collaboration for United Kingdom and AstraZeneca. We invite some scientific doctors or virtual meeting now in order to found some kind of agreement or solution for the Latin American countries. And also we try to open market for Latin American product to United Kingdom, especially in December, with United Kingdom will be out to European Union, we think that is a good opportunity for Latin American countries to be more solid relation with United Kingdom. We offer a lot of opportunity in Latin America for investment to United Kingdom to go to Latin American countries, Central America, South America. It's a land of plenty opportunities. Especially we are person in peace. We don't have nuclear weapon. We have a lot of security, friendship, and the people. That is the most important value for Latin American. And we are concentrate in promote the value for Latin America here in United Kingdom.
Wow, that's an amazing topic. As an ambassador of Honduras in the UK, what is the main challenges now after this pandemic? How is the relation? How is the economic relationship between Honduras and UK?
I talked with you before. We have fantastic relation, economic relation, political relation with United Kingdom. For a long time, the British Empire was in Honduras in Central America, especially in the Bay Island, where the Minister of Tourism is talking. There is a beautiful area. The people over there speak English. They share value from United Kingdom also. But we try to working in the trade area in order to obtain best price for our products and opportunity for the exchange of commerce between Latin America and my case from Honduras. Working a lot with the too many companies. There are some company in Honduras from United Kingdom, like British American Tobacco, GlaxoSmithKline, Person, Familiar, and here also we try to make contact with the entrepreneur, a member of the parliament, member of the cabinet, in order to offer the opportunity Honduras have for inversionists to go to my country. That's a big responsibility. And of course, we are open for investment in Honduras.
Wow, that's amazing. And the last question, Honduras is a magnificent place to go to tourism. Which is your favorite place to visit?
My favorite place is my own town, Olanchito. This is a city in the north part of Honduras. I was born over there, and this is the land of my father, my mother, or my family. I grew up there and I love that city. But every part of Honduras you can go, you can find beautiful people, beautiful mountain, pine, fruit, everything. But the most important, the people friendly, open heart, open mind, and especially with noble people. We like the peace, we like the friendship, and we love everybody. Welcome to my country.
And Mr. Ambassador, one question. Do you know if there is any place, any restaurant where here in the UK, in London, maybe that people, they can try some food from Honduras, or is there a place that you would recommend? Because I think so. Well, I don't know if there are a lot of people from Honduras here, because I think there's a few. It's a small population.
Yeah, we have about 600, 700 Honduras in all United Kingdom registered in the embassy. But there's a lot of people who make his home food. But I can tell you, I found last week a beautiful restaurant in Elephant and Castle with the flag of Honduras and the Colombian flag, and they offer Honduran food for everybody. But maybe in some time when the pandemic are finished, we can have you in my home in order to try the Honduran food.
Oh, wow. Thank you very much.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's-
But I don't know if
that's
all
a-
the audience, we can go to your house and maybe all of us, we can eat there.
Welcome, with all my pleasure. All my pleasure.
Do you make the monkey lala drink? Because I think that's what we all want to try as well.
Aha, Winnie. How is everything?
Excuse me.
How
Sorry?
your Spanish now? Improve your Spanish.
No. I meant the monkey lala drink. The
Yeah,
drink,
yes, that's a strong one, but very tasty. There is another one, Gifiti.
Okay.
They use the Caribbean people in the North Coast also. They call Gifiti. That's made from medical root, and that's healthy for your body. Yes.
Okay, well, I like it. Let me put it in my list.
Gifiti.
We need to try that one.
Gifiti.
Gifiti.
Gifiti. Yeah. So we need to try Gifiti and Monkey Lala, definitely.
Exactly.
Yes.
Most of them. Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Mr. Ambassador. It has been a pleasure having you here. As I said, this program is open. You can come whenever you want. You are very welcome. Also, it's open for the complete community, and also you as a dean is open to all the different countries from Latin America. If they want to come to present something, I know that it's very important to maintain this kind of link between the UK and the rest of the world, of course, and Latin America, because I think so we have a lot to give, a lot to show to these countries. So I think so that, well, this is a good opportunity that everybody can come here and come and present whatever they want about our countries.
Yeah. Thank you, Ricky. I want to tell you, you are making a good, fantastic job between United Kingdom and America Latina relation. It's a good opportunity for everybody to explain how the situation in Latin America, the value we have it. And of course, we are talking with all my colleagues about that opportunity. And we don't will hesitate in order to come back to you in order to talk about my country and Latin America. Thank you so much. Congratulations, Roger and Whitney and you for that fantastic opportunity for everybody.
Thank you very much, Ambassador.
Ambassador, you know you have the doors open, and thank you very much. You are a very important diplomatic in this country, and for Latin America, you are one of the most valuable persons because you are behind everything about Latin America, promoting Latin America. Of course, your country, Honduras, as well, as the main topic, but you are very supportive for the Latin America. Thank you very much, Ambassador.
Thank you, Roger.
But well, Ambassador, you don't have to go because now we have the section, and I think so that nowadays we have to extend. We are going to have this decision, and I think so we need to extend this show instead of being 1 hour to 1 hour and a half. Not today, but well, it's like I know that we're in rush, and always Whitney is looking at me like, what's happening with my segment? What happened with my So no, but. No, I know, my dear Whitney, but well, it's like, so let's go with Whitney just to learn a little bit of Spanish, and also maybe she has some slang also from Honduras.
Exacto. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And we are ready.
Oh gosh. Okay. So bienvenidos a Mi Spanish Simple. And tonight, of course, since we talked a lot about tourism, we're going to go over some of the keywords when traveling to a Spanish-speaking country. And a few of these are refreshers, but it's always good to go over things, especially if you haven't seen certain words in a while. I'm going to turn my computer a little bit. Okay, so obviously we talked a lot about tourism, el turismo, and ecoturismo, especially in Honduras with all the beautiful biodiversidad, biodiversity, and la naturaleza. Okay, so these are a couple words that we've seen before, but again, in kind of in tune with what we heard tonight, I thought it was important to focus on more of the nature and certain elements of nature that I suspected and were kind of touched upon tonight. So some of that is, it's so funny, I teach animals in like all different kinds of classes because especially when we talk about the environment and whatnot. So we're going to get a little bit into that, los animales, more so ones that you might see during your next or first trip to Honduras. They're classified some as reptiles or mamíferos, and we're going to get into the pájaros and aves. So reptiles, como los animales, it's a cognate. We know what they both mean. And just a little Spanish kind of spelling thing. When we have a noun that ends in actually any consonant, I know these two end in L, such as el animal or el reptil, we add an es to make a plural. So normally when we have nouns that end in like vowels like O and A, we just add an S, but consonants, es. So that's just a little quick Spanish lesson thingy. And then of course we have mamíferos, which are mammals. We're going to talk a lot about those. And of course los pájaros y las aves. And aves is a really interesting word. We've talked about totally unrelated as far as meaning, but in previous episode, we talked about how the word arte, in the sense that when it's singular, it's el arte, just like el ave for bird. But when it's plural, it's las aves, and same thing with el arte, las artes, como ya hemos dicho, como las bellas artes, por ejemplo. Okay, so 100 years ago, when I used to teach Spanish 3, we talked about animales en peligro de extinción with my students, or en riesgo de desaparecer. Both pretty much mean animals in the photo en riesgo de desaparecer, at the risk of disappearing, or like we say, en peligro de extinción, those who are endangered species. So this is coming from an article as of 2018 that expressed several endangered species in Honduras. And here are a few of them. I don't have all of them, and this is 2 years ago, so obviously things could have changed. But one of them is, we're gonna do some colors again tonight. La iguana verde. I'm sure you all know that iguana because it's the same in English. And of course, verde is the color green, just like you see in that like up there picture. And then we have el tiburón ballena. So this is interesting. Tiburón means shark, and ballena, remember you have the y sound with the double L. Ballena means whale. So tiburón ballena is like a whale shark, which is endangered species. And then of course we have, not that these are on the list per se, but it's just to teach you the next word. You have the L got cut off, I apologize. Los loros, los papagayos, you have los pericos, which are parrots. And then of course you have the national bird, guacamayo rojo. So guacamayo is a macaw and rojo is the color red. But according to the minister, it's known as the scarlet macaw, which again is the national bird of Honduras. And then you have a few more animals. Again, we have some cognates. We like cognates. Aguar is one of them with an H sound. And then we, of course, have the crocodilo americano, which is an American crocodile. And as you can see, when we have an adjective, which in this case, it's a nationality, it goes mostly, a lot of them, not all of them, go after the noun, but not capitalized, which is interesting because in English, we would capitalize that. And similar to the next word, we have an adjective after the noun. Águila crestada, it's another word that has el, but it can mean feminine as well when in the plural. And that is águila is eagle. And so in cresta is like, it's a crested eagle. And then we have el tucán, como en la foto, which is that lovely bird, the toucan, that's in an endangered species as well. And then we have el mono araña. So el mono, sometimes in slang, it can mean something else like cute or whatnot. But as far as an animal, it means monkey, and araña is spider. So in this case, it's a spider monkey. Okay, moving on to a little bit more. Not so much animals, but we're looking at places because that was something that we mentioned, of course, a lot, or that the minister mentioned in her presentation. So we have guía turístico or guía turística. So this is a tour guide. On the left, you have the male form, like a man tour guide, and then the right, female. And then the person, I didn't put this in here for some reason, because we've talked about this a lot. El or la turista is a tourist, depending on your gender. And then, and anything that ends in ISTA, like turista, can be masculine or feminine, like el o la. And I know that because everyone thinks that in Spanish, if a word ends in A, that's automatically feminine, matching the article like una or la. And that's not the case for quite a few different words. We talked about words that ended in MA, like el programa, el idioma, programa, poema, problema. And it's kind of the same, well, it's a little different here because it generally is composed of like people. So it depends on the gender of the person. So you could have futbolista, el or la, tenista for a tennis player, futbolista, football player, dentista, and the list goes on and on. So it's the same thing for turista. You can say el or la. Okay, so then a couple destination words for your next trip. And these are possible destinations that you can find in Honduras. Parque Nacional, just like in many countries, parque is parks and nacional, so it's national park. You have Las Ruinas, we talked about that, de Copan. Las Lagunas, lagoons. We like these cognates. Los Lagos are your lakes. Los Rios, rivers. And then, of course, I mention this every time, but considering that Honduras consists of so many kilometers of beach, I had to mention Las Playas. And then, of course, we have La Selva and La Selva Tropical, which is rainforest. And actually, those are the pictures, sorry, right there. Las Playas, La Selva Tropical. And then to finish, we have your favorite, Heard on the Street. And here are just a couple words that I found. I tried to link some of them together, such as alero, which can mean wingman or like best friend, like a really good friend, alero, alera. And so can the word maje, it can mean like mate, but apparently it also has a negative connotation. So context, of course, is everything. Caballo. I thought this was interesting because we talked about animals and this normally means horse, but it also does not mean a good thing as far as slang. It can mean someone who's not all quite there, like dumb, like bobo or tonto, como diríamos en español. And then I heard about pelico. I've read about this word. I don't know it per se. I've seen it in political fiction books that I've read when it's not slang, which is related to something like the military. But it can also mean like bacán, guay, chévere, bacano, like cool, which is a list of words that we're compiling for that one word, like cool or awesome, which in American English is pretty much the same thing. And then we always talk about like beers. I don't know how I started on that, but las birrias is another way of saying cervezas. It's very similar to the word that we learned in Colombia, which are birras. I mean, they also say polas, but birras without the birrias. And then I put the Honduran flag in here because the next word is someone who's from Honduras, which is catracha, which is hondureño, as a lot of people would say, but it's kind of like a local word describing the people from Honduras. And then these two, I don't know that well, but I've read about them. Chasta, like something that's like kind of made of like poor quality or not very well, something that, like I said, poor quality. And then the antonym, macizo, is something that's like solid or good quality. And because, oh my gosh, we're 5 minutes past 9, my goodness. I'm surprised it's not 10 minutes past 9. If you want more information, I'm constantly uploading new information to my website, makingspanishsimple.com, which is linked to all of my social media. And you can find more information about not just Spanish language, culture, and our show that's cataloged on there, but also for any students taking Spanish and want to learn more reading, vocabulary, and for A-level exams now too. So that's it.
Well, it's amazing, the teacher. It's amazing, the teacher.
I don't know about that.
Thank you very much, Whitney. Yes, now I'm on mute. Yeah, I know. So well, and also thank you very much for everyone who is like giving us your commentaries. I would like to say thank you very much and hello to Advijit. We have people like Advijit. We have people like Paulina Morton that well. She's saying that well. It's like she's struggled a little bit finding us, but well, it's good that you're here. Karen Dancy, that well, she's realized that Honduras, she said, hadn't realized Honduras was so beautiful. Our friend Walter Fritz also, he's giving us a like. Paulina Merton, she's asking if they speak Spanish in Honduras, and I think so they already answered her. Thank you very much also to Desiree Delgado for answering some of the questions that people they have about Honduras. Thank you. Also, I think so there is like Dania Ferreira also is here, Fernando Carias, Betty Encinales, that she's thank you very much for the invitation to this event. Greetings from Bogota. Thank you very much. Linda Adamson, she's saying Honduras will be on my travel list. Thanks, Nicole. Yes, of course, I think so. It's an amazing place. Also, Yvonne Velasquez, she's saying, yeah, my next holiday destination. It ticks all the boxes: archaeological Mayan sites, bird watching, and lovely beaches. Carolina Prada, well, she was talking about coffee and chocolate. Mar Buldes, that well, she was saying superb presentation, minister. Anna Lesky, she's saying Honduras is beautiful. Its fauna, flora are wonderful. You will find history, adventure, mysteries, gastronomy, and its people will receive you with the best attention and courtesy. Well, thank you very much. Yes, I think so. We have two very good people here with us that well, they are showing exactly that way of the people from Honduras. Garen also, she's saying, yes, really interesting presentation. And you could tell the passion you have for your country after the presentation of the minister. Well, Lily Martinez also, Maria del Carmen, she's saying excellent, gracias, excelente, gracias. Tatiana is sending greetings to the ambassador, dear ambassador. Matthew is saying great presentation, Minister Nicole. It's pleasant to hear you. And also it's nice, it's really nice country. Lisbeth Santos, oh well, she's talking about also about the Gilfiti, what is Gilfiti? What is the name of the drink that you told us, Ambassador?
Gifiti.
The Motilala, but the Gifiti is a drink made out of roots with liquor as well, and but it's also well, actually, they're studying the Garifuna towns that drink Gifiti every day. They are studying because they're not getting any COVID.
Yes.
Oh.
Very healthy.
Wow, that's very interesting.
Okay, so now I will accept your
Yeah,
invite, Mr. Ambassador, to go and to try it at your place.
Yes, of course.
Yes. Enrique, is any chance I can go for a holidays to Honduras for 1 month?
Well, you know what? Now I'm struggling because, well, after this show, and as you were saying,
Yes.
Mr. Ambassador, it's like with this show, one of the things that I have realized is that I have to ask for a sabbatical because they are so lovely places to visit in Honduras, and also across Latin America. That well, it's like I have been in some places there, but now I'm just amazed. And every time that I have the opportunity to make another show, I'm just making a deep dive and finding more and more and more. Like I say, okay, it's not going to be enough life. I think so. I have to have a reincarnation and coming back again. But of course, I have to go to Honduras, as the minister said. Before I die, I have to go to Honduras again.
Welcome.
So in this life, I have that commitment.
Welcome. The door is open for everybody.
Roger and Enrique, the good thing, and Whitney, the good thing about transmitting online is you can do it from anywhere in the world. So you can
That's
come
good.
here. So, and Whitney could actually do her Spanish classes with locals and showing our fruits and showing our destinations. So, you know, just an idea.
I've been working on sabbatical the last few years. Like as soon as COVID ends, I'm on it. And I think I'm gonna have to do 2 years, one for Central America and then the other for South America, because there's so much to see.
So I think so, Mr. Ambassador, maybe you have to help us just for a fundraising for this team, to travel all around Latin America.
We will see who can do it. Yeah. Welcome everybody to Honduras, to my country.
No, but it's just amazing. It's an amazing just to see for the minister is definitely one of the places why I want to visit.
Yeah.
And only that, the British people and the British audience see what is in Honduras, which is amazing places to visit. And if you have plans to visit, if you've been in Europe, well, but let's discover Honduras, which is an amazing place.
Yes. Thank you, Roger. Welcome.
Definitely.
Yeah.
We hope that everybody can make it down here. Enjoy the great weather, enjoy great food, great people, local communities, and all the nature that we have around. I think that we are very lucky to live in Honduras and very privileged to live in this part of the world.
So, and I think so in that way, we are very flattered to have you here, Minister, to having the time to attend this interview and explain us a little bit more about Honduras, and of course, to fall in love about Honduras and all the things that has to offer in general for all the audience. So thank you very much, Minister. It has been a pleasure, and as well, it's not going to be the only time that we're going to be in this show with you. Hopefully, we can make it soon again to talk a little bit more about Honduras. And Mr. Ambassador, of course, thank you very much. Thank you very much for being here. And of course, thank you very much for all your support here in the United Kingdom.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you to you. Good night.
Good
Thank
night
you
and
very
good
much.
evening, Minister. Good evening there. Good afternoon there. Yeah.
Good afternoon.
Yes, thank you. Good night to everyone. Bye.
Thank you very much. So, well, everybody, so you know, you have to put in the list the different countries that you have to visit. You have to put Honduras as one of the main ones, because I think so that, well, it's very difficult. And I know that, well, with all these Latin American countries that we have just discovering this show, and also the next ones that they are coming, so I'm gonna put you in a very big trouble in order to decide which one is gonna be the first one in the list that you should go after the lockdown. So, well, thank you very much. I would like to ask you again, if you can share this video with more people in order that they know what are we doing here, how the links between different countries to learn more about the culture in Latin America in general. If you can share it with your friends, if you can follow us in all the social networks. If you subscribe to our YouTube channel, please put the bell in order that you know every time that we are uploading a new video. So thank you very much, everyone. And also, thank you very much for all your commentaries. Thank you for people that are watching us from USA, like Nancy Castillos or Hernandez as well. He's saying that, well, also, hello, everyone's excellent presentations about these. Mauricio Jaramillo, Rigoberto Romero. Thank you very much to all the people that they have watching us. Actually, some of the commentaries, I cannot read them because, well, if you're watching us in another share that, well, is not directly managed by the Latin America show, that's the reason I cannot read your commentary. So, well, just be sure that, well, if you're entering to the Latin America show, you can put your commentaries there. But thank you very much. We appreciate also your feedback. If you want to tell us which countries do you want to know more about, or what kind of topics, or also if you know people that maybe they are your friends, of course, well, they can come with us and maybe we can have a discussion in order to see what they have and also maybe put it here in a future show. So thank you very much. Thank you, Mauricio Rojas. And well, I would like to say thank you very much to my friends, Whitney Nuchereno.
Okay. Thank you everyone for joining us. But before I say goodnight, I'm here to, my last little bit of business is to talk about a very important competition that is closing its entries this Sunday, the 27th of September, and it's a VIA Arts Prize. And it's the UK's only Ibero-American themed arts prize. Artists of all nationalities residing in the UK are invited to submit an original artwork specifically inspired by Ibero-American arts and culture. And as a response to the challenges presented by the COVID outbreak, the 30 shortlisted works for VIA 2020 will be exhibited online at their official website, which I will post below in a minute, from November of this year. There will be 3 cash prizes of £2,000 generously provided by Itaú, which will be awarded by the jury committee's first, second, and third choices. And a cash prize of £1,000 will also be granted to the winner of the People's Choice Award. And the 4 winners of the 2020 VIA Arts Prize will also be awarded a joint exhibition in the Embassy of Brazil's Sala Brasil in 2021. VI is hosted annually at the Embassy of Brazil in London in partnership with the Association of Cultural Attachés of Latin America, Spain, and Portugal, supported by Instituto Cervantes and People's Palace Projects, and sponsored again by Itaú. I'm going to put all of that information, the website, where you can access everything I just read and more. So hopefully you can submit your work by the 27th, this Sunday, September.
Hurry up.
I done it. I done it.
Yay!
Yeah? Have you
I
done
done
it?
it. Yes, I've done it. I registered my work. I done it.
Excellent, my dear Royer. Well, best luck for you. Yeah, hopefully we can get something and we can share that prize. Yeah.
No, it's just I'm honored as well, because obviously these competitions or these art exhibitions, there are not many, and obviously now it needs to be virtual because of the situation. But I did a nice work, and then hopefully let's see what happens.
Well, good luck, my dear Royer. Yeah, you have an excellent work. So well, it's like I'm pretty sure that you're gonna do something good. Yeah, you're gonna get something good from here. Yeah. Excellent.
Well,
Thank you very much, my dear Royer.
It's time to
my dear
say
Whitney, now Roger. Sorry. Now Roger.
it's time to say goodbye, but next week we're gonna have more things and more beautiful things to share with you guys. But in this program, I would like to say Honduras is amazing. I'm in love. I just and thank you very much to the Minister of Tourism. He was with us. She was with us, and the ambassador as well. Thank you very much. That's really important for the British audience. Hear all your words from a minister and be close to the people and inform it. That's amazing, and thank you very much.
Excellent, my dear Royal Alarcon. Well, thank you very much, everyone. And well, I have some commentaries here, and yes, we have a lot of different countries that they are coming. I saw there that they put Panama. Yes, we have Panama in the list. We have Costa Rica. We're going to talk about Brazil. We're going to talk about more about Chile. We're going to talk about Uruguay, Venezuela. We're going to talk about traditions for Christmas, everything. Well, of course, in December, but well, it's like a lot of things we have prepared for all of you in order that you can know more about our culture, about what we have prepared for all of you. So thank you very much, everyone. And next one is going to be, well, I have here a spoiler one. Yeah, but well, our friend Yvonne, she already put it here. So, well, yes, next week we're going to talk about Nicaragua. So, well, don't miss it. And maybe if you didn't know anything about Nicaragua, it's going to be a fantastic opportunity to know more about it. Maybe you didn't know about Honduras as much as now you know. And also maybe you are going to recommend to your friends to visit Honduras, or maybe you are going to plan a trip with all of them to Honduras and to enjoy this magical place. So thank you very much. Remember that this is the Latin America show. So you can watch us every Tuesday at 8 o'clock London time here in the Latin America show. Follow us in all our social networks. Thank you very much for watching us. My name is Enrique Gelista. Have a good week and see you next Tuesday. Thank you very much.